Is a major concern for any resident or city manager. And with weather patterns, periods of drought and periods of wetness being as unpredictable as ever, having a functioning dam or water control system is essential for safety and also economic development. Tempe, Arizona was facing this issue head-on recently when it was discovered its town lake sprung a leak. Here's Electric TV's Erica McClarity with the story.
Water is life, everywhere. But nowhere is it more of a premium than in a metropolis like Phoenix, or in the city of Tempe in particular. The Tempe Town Lake serves many purposes. It provides water to the city, recreation for its citizens and tourists, and it's a big economic driver. The problem is it's an artificial lake with a dam, and after 20 years, it was starting to leak.
The previous rubber bladder, obviously, it didn't perform quite well in the hot Arizona climate and was always exposed to the sun. And we had a failure in 2010 where the rubber bladder all of a sudden erupted and we lost all the lake. That's why we went with the concrete structure and the steel gates.
Enter the NECA IBEW team to help build the country's largest hydraulically operated steel gate dam system. PCL Construction chose K&F Electric and Local 640 to get this one-of-a-kind project done.
Throughout the years, we've used K&F. They've had a lot of experience at the plants. We feel comfortable working with them. They have expertise to actually do the electrical work, but also do the startup and commissioning, a lot of the control work associated with the jobs that we do.
Well, a job like this is a lot more technical than just installing some lights and switches. This involves a lot of motors, electronics, hydraulics working together to make the gates come up, everything working in sync. It's a lot more technical skills involved, and it's ideal for our highly trained guys from IBEW.
A NECA contractor, they can do any kind of work. We can do huge projects, we can do small projects. K&F Electric specializes in water projects, especially water treatment plants, and so they were a natural for this position.
We feel like we've got an advantage with the IBEW electricians. They go through an apprenticeship program, they learn all the ins and outs, electrical and controls, and the skill level is so much better. And so we've been IBEW for many years.
The new steel gate system has 8 steel gates mounted onto a roller compacted concrete foundation and uses hydraulic lifts to lower the gates.
So if we have any water flows in the river, like I said earlier, this is the river system, the gates will lower and then allow the water to pass through without flooding any adjacent areas to the lake. And we'd be able to catch the tail end of the storm water by raising the gates and refilling the lake, so we don't have to purchase water to refill the lake.
We came out here, we had a lot of underground. We had to start with dewatering pumps. We had to stop the water, so we had to provide pumps to stop the water from coming up. And we had to run a lot of conduit inside here to get from the south side to the north side, which we are at the control building. So it's a big challenge.
We're doing multiple things, from the pipe work we do to the underground, to the climbing ladders, to the piers, working right by the water's edge.
There's over 6,000 feet of fiber optic cable that runs between the piers and the control building. So there's a lot of, instrumentation to monitor and control the dam.
But the biggest challenge of all, imagine trying to manage a construction site that could be flooded at any given moment.
The big challenge is you're working in a riverbed downstream of an actual dam that was in operation. So the big challenge was just river flows. We got flooded out on this job site multiple times. There's also a large dam or storm drain that collects all the water from downtown Tempe. So when we have a localized monsoon rain event, water would actually flow through that 12-foot diameter storm drain.
Keeping the dam in fine working condition not only has an environmental benefit, but a profound economic one as well. There has been $1.4 billion of economic impact, with businesses going up all around the area. And as far as recreation, it's the second most visited place in Arizona. Since the lake has reopened, people are back out and enjoying it. a welcome refuge to the desert heat. Yet another high-profile project that the NECA IBEW team is proud to have been a part of. And this one, they can actually enjoy themselves.
You can drive by it every day and say, hey, I did that. It really creates a sense of pride among the members and a sense of awareness